This is Whether or Not.
All right, welcome into a very special edition of Whether or Not as we get ready for all things 4th of July.
Yeah, we're calling it your guide to the 4th. This is the holiday where Myrtle Beach and the Grand Strand really shine.
It does. So let's join in the party through the TV of magic. There we go. Yes, we are ready to celebrate. I love this city during the 4th of July. Like I just can't describe. There is nothing like the 4th in the Grand Strand.
Well, between the golf cart parades, the boat parades, salute from the shore, everyone bringing their flags out.
The fireworks for hours and hours on the beaches at night. It's amazing.
Yeah, and the best part about it, your forecast. We dodged a bullet. We're going to be good
We did.
for the 4th of July. So let's go ahead and kind of break this down. It's been a little bit more unsettled, if you will, and that's going to change as we go into the 4th here. That cold front that's been kind of bringing everything a little bit of a different weather maker for Wednesday and Thursday. By the 4th, all this is going to be out of here, Jamie.
Yeah, notice that cold front. That's what's kept us a little bit on the active side over the past day and a half or so, but that front finally going to get a push offshore as we head into late Thursday, and as that happens, this time of the year, you don't get any cool air behind a cold front, but you do get a little bit of dry air. Not down here where we are, but at least the upper atmosphere dries out a bit, and that is going to shut down shower and thunderstorm chances through the 4th, which is going to result in a beautiful forecast. So let's start making some plans, shall we?
Yeah, I like it. Let's deep dive into this 4th of July. I'm looking forward to it, whether it's the beach, whether it's the pool, maybe it's the parades.
So many parades, golf cart parades, two of the big ones. We've got Pawleys Island Parade, that's coming up at 10 o'clock on Friday. We've got the Surfside Beach Golf Cart Parade coming up at 11 a.m. on Friday. And these are just two of the big ones. I know my neighborhood just alone has its own golf cart parade that like shuts down neighborhood traffic for an hour. So there's countless more happening.
If we were to list all the events of 4th of July, we would have graphic after graphic after graphic.
We'd be here till the 5th of August.
Yeah, there's a lot of parties happening there on Friday, and we hope that you will do so safely. But yeah, a lot of drinking, I'm sure, is going to be happening. Let's be real. And a lot of celebration, too, there for Independence Day. It's not only that, but most of these people will go from parades and book it to the beach.
Book it to the beach.
If you haven't been.
One of the absolute favorites here. Salute from the shore. I meant to look up how long this has been going on. It's been going on for years. This Salute from the Shore. If you're new to the area or if you've never been to Salute from the Shore, basically a collection of airplanes, vintage, modern airplanes, C-130. They start up on the north end at Cherry Grove, and they fly south right along the coast, right over the beaches. And it's always amazing when I put this graph together how quick they make that flight. They start at 1 o'clock at Cherry Grove at North Myrtle Beach, and notice by 1:35, they're all the way down at Hilton Head. But everybody gathers on the beach, take your flags, wave at them, and enjoy it.
Wear the red, white, and blue, and you'll start to know when they're coming, because you'll start to hear in the distance the cheer. You'll see the flags waving, and the next thing you know, here comes this military aircraft. One of the best things that Myrtle Beach does, and they do it big. Definitely go out there, and if you can, get out there early and just get ready to just soak it up.
It is.
Soak it up.
You can feel the patriotism. The big C-130s, those are my favorite.
Oh, yes.
As they're coming down, they're usually tilting their wings kind of back and forth, sort of giving a nod, and they usually have the back open. And some folks are sitting on the back waving their little flags, waving to everybody down on the beach. So Salute from the Shore, a top-notch event, and certainly one that really, I think, put South Carolina ahead of a lot of other places for 4th of July.
And of course, we don't only do it in the air, we do it in the water as well. How about the Myrtles Inlet Boat Parade? This is another massive event to kind of kickstart the evening festivities for the entire Grand Strand. The forecast looks perfect.
Yeah, it does. Again, we're keeping it rain-free, that solid 0% chance of rain as we head through the evening. So if you're going from the beach and then a cookout, and then you're going to head down to the Inlet Boat Parade, it looks good. We're talking low 80s, plenty of sunshine. Yeah, it's going to be on the humid side, but it's July in South Carolina. That's going to happen.
Yeah, a lot of hot dogs, a lot of burgers, I'm sure, too, because that's how you celebrate. And then we go into the main attraction. It's the fireworks. I've been on the beaches before. There's nothing that describes it. You see fireworks for miles as far as the eye could see. I've also been in my neighborhood, which feels like a war zone going on. There's going to be a lot. So if you're going out to a beach, enjoy it. If you're going out to some of these shows, enjoy it as well. One of the big ones, and I know they were actually approaching a sellout already, is Pelicans Ballpark. They do it big. They have 3 fireworks shows coming up this weekend.
My top pick is always Cherry Grove.
I like that it starts earlier, too.
Yeah, Cherry Grove, yeah, 'cause, man, waiting around till 10 o'clock. And you know, it's always 10:15 before they really get going. So Cherry Grove is always my pick. I'm mixing it up this year, though. I'm going to do Conway this year.
Ooh.
I've never done Conway, so I'm going to do Conway also at 9:30, which is good. But as you were mentioning, you know, let's be honest, it's kind of hard to find somewhere to park.
Yeah.
If you're going down to the beach for fireworks.
Yeah.
You can literally find anywhere and just sit on the beach and watch everybody else shoot off the fireworks. Because as you mentioned, the beaches are lit up. And insider baseball trading tip here, I've started taking an Uber to the beach on July 4th into the fireworks that evening. I will pay an Uber to not have to look for a parking spot.
Well, and then also you can get out much quicker.
Yeah.
Because you just walk a street or two, and then that's how you avoid it. We're talking about beautiful weather, but let's actually throw this back. Let's have some fun with this, and let's go back in weather history for your 4th of July. Hasn't always been sunshine and clear skies. In fact, meteorologist Matt Bullock takes a look back at some of the more memorable weather events here for your 4th.
4th of July is this Friday, and the forecast is looking great. We will have that threat for those pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but compared to the past, the forecast is looking much better. And today, we're going to talk about significant 4th of July weather events. And the most recent dates back about 3 years ago, where we had a couple pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the Grand Strand that brought frequent lightning and heavy rain, where we saw 1,000 lightning strikes over North Myrtle Beach with nearly 4 inches of rain falling in North Myrtle Beach as well. This caused many flooded roads, just like this picture right here by Pamela King. Then 11 years ago, we had Hurricane Arthur, and Hurricane Arthur made landfall in Beaufort, North Carolina as a Category 2 hurricane. It was the earliest hurricane to ever make landfall in the Carolinas, and the storm brought 40-mile-per-hour winds in North Myrtle Beach with 2 to 5 inches in the Grand Strand. In fact, Hurricane Arthur was the strongest hurricane to make landfall without recording a single death. And you can see that path, making landfall as a Category 2 hurricane in Beaufort, North Carolina, then pushed off to shore. I remember the storm very well as I was vacationing with my family in the Outer Banks. And let me tell you, the winds were howling with this system. And then just a year prior of Hurricane Arthur, we had significant rip current events where we had a strong Bermuda high pressure system that brought frequent and powerful rip currents, and a lot of out-of-town folks were unaware of the rip current risk, where just in one day there was 98 rip current rescues just in North Myrtle Beach, which led to 2 fatalities. So again, forecast for storms will be possible for 4th of July, but again, the forecast can be a lot worse like what we've seen in the past. Matt Bullock, WNBF News.
Thankfully, we are having a quieter forecast. Also, fun fact, I will never forget with that 2022, July is the peak of summer movie season.
Yeah.
That was the time frame Top Gun came out, Maverick. Yeah. And we went to the movie theater because we were like, oh, no one's going to go, right?
Yeah.
Monsoon happens. We come out of the movie. You can't even get a ticket. They were sold out for the entire day. So
that was basically a ruined 4th. I was working for you that morning, and I should have known something was up. You were off. I was like, I'll work. And at 6 a.m., we've got a water spout off the shore in Cherry Grove, and from there it just exploded. It canceled Salute from the Shore that day because they couldn't get up and fly. It was so bad. So yeah, nothing like that. I'm happy to kick back and relax this 4th.
Same. And listen, we want to know what you're doing for the 4th, whether it's what you're grilling, your fireworks show. Also, we're going to give you video updates throughout the 4th too. So we're not just unplugging. Make sure you scan and download the free WNBF First Alert weather app as we once again kick off the 4th of July install here and in the Grand Strand. So it's going to be a fun one. I can't wait for it. And this is about the time where once after this, I'll go into hibernation until we go into the fall.
Yep, ready to put up July 5th. I'm ready for pumpkins and Christmas trees.
Yeah, let's start counting down the days. But we hope you have a safe and enjoyable 4th of July. And of course, for all things weather and news, you can stay updated with us here on WNBFnews.com.
Yeah, have a great 4th, and we'll see you back here next week.